How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm showing you guys my Honda Fan Cup qualifier week 1 from this past Saturday. If you guys would like to sign up for this tournament, there are 4 weeks of qualifiers as the first week just passed, so there are 3 more chances left to win this tournament. If you guys would like to sign up for the tournament, I'll leave a link to that in the description down below. Just a quick reminder for you guys, if you guys like to catch these games live on my Twitch, I'll leave a link to that in the description down below. I stream these every single Saturday now until I qualify or the tournament is over. So if you guys like to catch these games live, once again, I'll leave a link down in the description. Not going to waste any more of your time, guys. Let's kick off this video. Alrighty, guys, kicking off round 2 here against Sellyhard. Obviously, we skipped round 1 because we got a bye. That's the thing you guys are going to see here throughout this tournament is lots of these guys didn't even play their game, so I had a free bye round 1. This game against Sellyhard here is actually a pretty tough one for me. It was 1-0 all the way up until kind of the late second there, where that's when I started to break through, and obviously there with some nice goals to start off the third period was a huge help, and it ended up giving me this win here after he left at 5-0. It was a lot closer to what he said, or what the stats said. Very, very, very close game against him. Which then moves my series down over to Rags. Rags, we match up in round 4. Round 3, we got a bye because the guy didn't show up, so you know, with the bracket that we got, we had Rags as our second game of the tournament. This is the guy that just won the past GWC. He knocked me out round 1 of the LAN tournament at Montreal. He is the best player in the world, in my opinion. If you're going to beat the best player in the world, you're going to need some bounces on your end. Take a look at all the stuff that I'm getting here. I'm taking every chance I got, scoring on my chances, and getting bailed on the other side. Absolutely huge for me as I go up 3-1 there with that nice Ranton snipe. I think it did benefit me using Colorado over St. Louis. St. Louis wasn't too good to me on Xbox, so I feel like I definitely had the advantage over him. As you guys see here, just do this time lapse here. Up 3-1, he makes it 3-2 with 20 seconds left. Trying to hang off for dear life, but yeah, just with Regs, you gotta get the saves, you gotta play a certain style to beat him, and luckily enough, I was able to do it, but I, you know, definitely did get lucky on my end. Not afraid to admit that. Best player in the world. I felt like there wasn't really much he could have done besides just yeah. If he were to play that game over again, I think he'd do it the exact same way he did it. It's just a couple lucky saves on my end, but hey, we'll definitely take it as our second game of the tournament. We knock off the reigning GWC champion over there in Regs. Showing you guys the stats here. 20 minutes to 5. I scored 3 goals on 4 shots. You absolutely take that against the biggies. Switching over to round 5 here, we're playing Matt Demush. This is the instance I was talking about earlier where with guys not showing up to their games, it led to certain people making farther than what they usually would. So I had Matt Demush round 5. Obviously this game got a little bit out of hand near the end. Yeah, you know, not too much to talk about here. Just a simple game, not too hard. I mean, obviously GG's to him. I don't know how well he did after this game, but yeah, just an instance where we had maybe the harder opponents earlier on the tournament versus later on. So we'll definitely take this matchup. As you see some nice goals here. Got to kind of relax a little bit, which is nice. I feel like if you get into too many sweaty games back to back to back, it'll lead to more mental exhaustion. So you just want to make sure that you take your time here in these games, and we'll definitely take the mental break. Now, looking at the bracket at the time, we're waiting on Aves and Toast to finish their games. A couple other guys making some runs. Meso beating Pens there, and Jose and Meso playing in those semifinals. We ended up matching Slarshy in round 6. Slarshy is actually a pretty solid sixes player, so I didn't really know what to expect from him. He really kept me close here pretty much the entire game. Went up 1-0 pretty quick, but he answers with a really nice goal to tie it at 1-1. Slarshy, once again, just played some weird defense that I had a tough time beating as we go up 2-1 there. Tampa, I feel like it's kind of a bad matchup against Colorado. That Hedman card plays so well in game, and here's a nice play from Slarshy. Absolutely, that was disgusting by him. But we were able to hold on here right off in overtime off a nice face-off play. Honestly, didn't even expect that to go through, but very, very happy, obviously, with the result, which then sends us to the semifinals versus Jose. Jose, obviously, one of the best players in the world, one of the best on Xbox especially. I felt like I didn't have the bounces in this game. As you see that, dude, I wish I scored that, man. I mean, he was getting the chances either way, but yeah, he controlled most of the play. I still felt like I could have been up heading to the third period here, but it just didn't work out that way. Akar loses the puck at the corner there, and he just goes out and rips it far side. Was pretty ticked off by it, but At the end of the day, man, Joe is just so good, and he ended up running away with this game a little bit at the end. But yeah, once again, just a situation there where I just thought I would have gotten the puck there. This is a best of 3 and will be best of 3s for the rest of this video. Joe's once again used the Penguins. This is the kind of the moment I started to realize that Colorado wasn't the team. On PlayStation, I think they're the best team in the game, not even close. But on Xbox, with how the gameplay plays, I'm not the biggest fan of like guys like McCarr and McKinnon. So, and there's Rantanen missing a wide open shot, but don't worry, we bounce back there with make it 2-1. But just overall, realizing that I'm not the biggest fan of Colorado as we're going through this game here, and oh my.
Switching, here's Pierce again. A Smith screen. Posey will defend. Oh! LeBron James with no regard for human life.
Obviously, all jokes there. Didn't really matter too much with how this series went, but this game I didn't feel too confident in and didn't really have a lot of motivation. I originally thought this was just a BO1 series to see who goes to the finals, but I found out it was a BO3 after Game 1, and with how pissed off I was heading into Game 2, I just didn't really feel like playing. But once I tied the game, I thought I had a good chance, but once again, Joe's just absolutely just took over, especially near the end of the game here. And that will do it for the semifinals against Joe's. Here's the current bracket at the time. So we're waiting on Meso Trippy to play Lemons and then Schlarcy right after, which that all shakes down to be Schlarcy the winner of that. And then it would be Aves versus Schlarcy to play me in the loser bracket final, which did end up being Aves. Aves beat Schlarcy, I believe, with a D-to-D tip with a minute left to send him off over to play me in the loser bracket final. My biggest regret from this game was not using Washington. I was playing warm-up games before this since I had an hour-and-a-half break in between games. And I was using Washington in those scrims or warm-ups, and I was really, really liking them. And I decided to match Colorado with Aves. I thought it would just be best if we were both the same team. Obviously, it did not work out at all. As you guys are seeing, I mean, I did get my chances here, and look at that, man. Ticks me off even watching that, but yeah, he goes up 4-1. He actually scores a pretty nice goal here to make it 5-1 to end Game 1 here, which then takes us to Game 2 here against Aves. Shout out Aves for letting me use his gameplay here. I'm a dummy, and I thought it was just a best of 1 to go to the finals, but I realized that it was a best of 3, so I forgot to turn my stream back on after I lost Game 1. So I'm using his gameplay here, so I'll leave a link to his channel down low in the description. Make sure to give him a follow there as well. We come out flying 3-0 pretty much halfway through the game, and after that, just tried clamping down as he makes it 3-1 there. But yeah, couldn't do much after that. It was just a super close game after, and we win Game 2 3-1. Gonna show you guys the stats right here. 3-1 win, 7. It was pretty much the same stats back and forth. Heading into Game 3, crazy manual goalie save there for me. There's this crazy instance here, which you guys are about to see in a couple seconds, where I make that manual goalie save on the flying poke, and then this right here, I kind of read that he was heading back to Rantanen, which was, I guess you could say lucky, but worked out pretty well. And score a nice rebound goal right here to make it 1-0 heading in the second period. You need that first goal in Game 3 of these series. So I felt very, very confident after. Second period had nothing, and then third period is when things started to open up a little bit more. Made it 2-0, 3-0. Knew he was starting to get a little bit ticked off, so I knew I had that in my favor as John Carlson shrugs off a couple bumps and fires the far side. Obviously, Aves, man, like one of the best players in the game, made it super, super tough on me. This final game here was definitely not a 5-1 game, as you're about to see. You know, definitely deserved to be a lot closer, but we'll definitely take it and move on to the finals against Joe's. Heading into the finals against Joe's, just to explain what's going down here is, since I came from the loser bracket to play him in the winners, I have to beat him in 2 best-of-3 series before he beats me in 1. So, just to give you guys some context here of why maybe these games go a little bit longer than expected. We come out starting off really well. I got super, super confident in this series against Joe's. Was really, really feeling it. As you see there with a nice tap back there for a tie. To tie the game, and we hit another tap back here, right here, from Backstrom to Kuznetsov, back to Backstrom. Felt once again super, super confident in these first 2 games. I felt like I had a lot of steam, a lot of momentum heading into the series, and was playing very, very, very well. Another thing to note, though, is the Jose's internet was one of the worst internets I've played on in a while. That's not to take anything away from him or anything. Whatever he did in this tournament was well deserved. It was so delayed. You guys might have seen on a couple goals where it was just a couple lag spikes like that right there. Just so dumb to play with, and I hope for the grand finals that his connection's a little bit better, which it should. But yeah, just to comment on game 2 here, we also have Washington played Edmonton. I found Washington was the team for me in this tournament. That's the big thing I realized, and that's what I'm going to run into this next Saturday coming up with my team, is I'm going to run Washington. Washington fits my style the best, and they play super, super well as I dominate the first series there. So I win the first series 2-0, and this is where things start to go down south here as Joes wakes up, switches to Tampa, and then the second series he goes up 2-0. We make a nice play here, one of the better goals I scored from this weekend, to make it 2-1, but Joes was just too good in this game. I had no business being in this one, as he slams Dunker.
Posey will defend. Oh!
These are the stats of game 1, 4-1. I mean, he dominated in every single aspect of that game. Definitely did not go my way in game 1, but we do bounce back game 2 with a nasty goal to start off game 2. This game I thought was a lot closer, and I'm going to show you guys something later on here that really ticked me off and what I thought should have went my way, but it didn't, and we'll show you guys in a little bit here. But look at that snipe from Ovi. Absolutely love to see it, but here's what happened. This icicle I feel like I would 100% beat, and I guess the game didn't let me, it didn't count as an icing, and so I trip him there, and on that power play he makes it 3-2. Just super unfortunate. I don't understand how that wasn't an ice. I even had my stick out to beat him out, but at the end of the day, man, he's one of the best players in the world, if not the best, and you gotta give him the credit when his credit's due, as Jose is your Week 1 Honda Fan Cup qualifier winner. Now, that is it for the video, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed. Obviously, didn't make it as far as I wanted to, but second place in the Week 1 qualifier is still not bad. We got 3 more chances to go, so I'm very excited, and hopefully we can qualify next weekend. Also, want to give out some GGs to the players that I played from this weekend, especially over to Joe there as he defeated me in the finals and even in the winner bracket semifinals. Shout out to him. Obviously, he deserves the Week 1 qualifier there. Also, want to give another reminder to you guys, if you guys want to catch these games live on my Twitch, I'll leave a link down in the description. Same with my Discord, Twitter, and TikTok. If you guys can hit those and follows, much appreciated. And if you guys enjoyed the video, hit that like button. If you guys want to stick around with me on my YouTube channel, you can hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys next Saturday, everyone. Take care.